guys, welcome. Today I want to talk about dealing with difficult people. This is a tough one because every circumstance is different. And so I'm just gonna shoot out a couple ideas and hopefully one of them works. I'm gonna spend most of the time on my last idea because I've been thinking about it a lot. So I'm gonna blast through the first ones. First off, how to deal with difficult people. You can't change anybody. And the sooner you realize that, I don't know, a sort of sense of peace can come over you. Because, we all get frustrated with people and we want them to think like us and to be like us. And we know that if they just hear us, they will change. But they don't, and they won't. People just don't change. People are who they are with all the baggage that goes along with that. So it's this fight within you that you kind of need to let go. You cannot change anybody else. Now, in saying that, if you are dealing with a difficult person and it is a relationship that you don't need, that you don't want, I'm a huge advocate of letting somebody go. If you don't have to work with them, if you are not family, if you are not in a friendship relationship that you really should work on, it is okay to let people go. I'm a huge advocate of that. Not everyone has to like you, and you don't have to like everyone. So think about that difficult relationship. Do you have to stay? And if you don't have to stay, be done, and that's okay. However, most relationships are not like that. You do have to continually work with someone or stay in a family with somebody. So the rest of these tips are because of that. There are people in our lives we just can't let go. So how to deal with that? So since we can't change anybody, we then have to go to ourselves. We have to change the way we think, change the way we do things, and help our minds stop focusing on people who drive us crazy. And so that goes into, go exercise, go meditate, go write in a journal. Find something to occupy your mind. Get busy or go work on your goals. All right, those are like the fast 5 ways to get something off your mind and just to stop dwelling on somebody and, thinking about, the next time I see them, or if they say this, or I wish I would have said this. Those are the 5 things that you can go to just stop thinking about that, because that's not good for you. It's not actually helpful, and it never actually happens the way you want it to. So do those 5 things. Get it off your mind. Next, if those things aren't really working, or if this is just an ongoing thing, ask yourself why. Why does this person drive you crazy? There's one person in my life that drives me crazy, and sometimes it's probably because this person is very similar to me. And what this person does and how they make other people feel, I'm afraid that I will do that too, because we are so similar. So I do learn from this person and think to myself, okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go that far with how I deal with people. And so thinking of that why can kind of help you discover more about yourself and more of why they drive you crazy. Now, if this whole discovery of why doesn't actually help you, maybe it's literally like they're just annoying and I can't stand them, then I want you to do this one trick. I want you to envision yourself in their story. Now, my Motivational Monday video was about how you are the hero of your own story. You are the star. You make your story and you are going to have to fight for what you want. But in this case, when you're dealing with difficult people, imagine what their story is. Who are you in their story? Because right now, they're like the villain or the annoying person that just gets in the way or whatever. It can be whatever character. They're not a great character in your story if you're annoyed with them, right? But what are you in their story? Are you the villain in their story? Do you nag them? Do you, I don't know, say mean things to them, trying to, get them to do what you want them to do? Are you always in their business? Or are you the silent treatment type? Do you not talk to them? Are they afraid of you? So take a step back. See it from their perspective and who you are. So for me, I'm a very blunt person and I speak my mind. So sometimes when people come to me for empathy, I don't always give it to them and I just try to solve their problem. Now I know this is, something, I know this about me. And sometimes I try to, not be so forward, not so blunt, not so, hey, let's fix this problem so you can stop complaining. And I'm okay with that. But sometimes when I'm dealing with certain people, I need to sympathize more, just be on their side. I need to listen instead of trying to always fix their problems. Like, it helps me get in the right mindset of who I'm dealing with. Also, with like ex-boyfriends, if you ever get in this like, ooh, I did not get closure with that person. Again, think of it from their point of view. Like, in your mind, they're kind of the enemy, the bad guy, the villain. But maybe so are you. Maybe you're the villain to them. Maybe you weren't the kindest either. Maybe when they were trying to change you, maybe you were trying to change them. With siblings, I mean, this is huge. You can't ditch your siblings even when they're really hard. What kind of person are you to your sibling? Are you the baby of the family who pretty much gets what they want and you rely maybe a little bit too much on the rest of your family to do everything for you? Or maybe you're the older sibling who maybe nags or tries to get the last word in everything. Think about where you are. I mean, we're not perfect, even though we want to be the hero of our own story. We're not the perfect supporting role. We're not the perfect, well, you could be the perfect villain, and maybe that's what you are. So knowing that you can't change the other person, can you change yourself and who you are in their story? It's kind of a weird concept to even think about because, you have the whole world saying, be you and don't change yourself. And yes, that's right and good. But if you want to work on a relationship and you can't change somebody else, who can you change? Yourself. So you're going to have to take a big, huge look at the difficult people in your life and how can you affect that relationship instead of always being annoyed. How can you change your mind frame and be the better person? Be a better supporting role rather than a villain. Be a better supporting role instead of a mediocre supporting role. For me, one of the difficult people in my life, I know for a fact that if I can be a better supporting role by serving them, just helping them out, our relationship will improve dramatically. But this person doesn't live that close to me and I'm in a bad spot mind-wise. And so I'm not doing the good things that I should be. So I'm kind of stuck in this whole annoyance bubble until I just face the fact that this is going to be up to me. This person is never going to change. So think about it. Who are the difficult people in your life? Or difficult moments with these people? Like, people are not always difficult 24/7. It's usually put them in this scenario and then their annoyance flares up. So think about those moments. How can you make it better? And that was a life lesson with Lindsey. What now, guys? Difficult people are so hard. And I know, like, spewing off all those things, it's just like, yeah, easier said than done. And yep, it is. Again, this life is not meant to be all rainbows and sunshine 24/7. It's a skill to have, to learn to deal with difficult people. So good luck. Peace out. Bye.